Hi there, guys. We're going to do some expanding single brackets here. Here are some questions from Corbett Mathematics, Corbett Maths. There's a QR code for Corbett Maths as well. Expanding brackets. This is the set of exam style questions here. So just cropped a few of these ones. So to start off with, we've got 4 in brackets y plus 2. So the variable, the thing which is unknown here, is the x or the y or the w or the a, basically the unknown letter. And we've got 4 lots of, so there's a sort of hidden times there, 4 lots of y plus 2. Okay, so that means we've got 4 lots of y and 4 lots of 2. Let's think about this one a little bit. If I said 4 lots of 12, that would be the same as me saying, well, that's 4 times by 10 and 4 times by 2. In other words, 12 lots of 4 is the same as 10 lots of 4 and another 2 lots of 4. Okay, well, I'm going to do something really similar with this as well. So if you imagine that y was 10, then we get 12 here. Okay, so the y actually could be any number. We're not really sure what it is, but it does stand for a number. But we can use the same format here by saying 4 times by y and then 4 times by 2, just like I've done 4 times by the 10 here and the 4 times by the 2. I suppose I could write that as 4 times by 10 plus 2. Okay, so that's 4 times by 10 and 4 times by 2. Okay, so when we do this, 4 times by y is 4 times by y, which we can write as 4y, and 4 times by 2 is 8. Okay, and I'm going to put an and in the middle, just like I've got an and in the middle here as well, plus rather. Okay, right, let's get rid of some of that, and let's get rid of me as well in the corner, a bit of a distraction. So for number 2, we can see we've got 2 missing letters, but same thing applies here. So here we've got 2, and then we've got 3w, take away 5y. So same thing again, we're going to do 2 times by the 3w and 2 times by the minus 5w. Basically, what do we have to do here? We have to double everything. This means double everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and double everything now. So double 3w gives us 6w, so that's just 2 times 3w. 2 times 3 is 6. We've got the 1w there, so keep that there. I mean, that really means 2 times 3w means 2 times 3 times w. There's a hidden times there as well. So that becomes 6. And we can bring it all back to 6w then. Right, and then we've got 2 times by minus 5y. So 2 times by minus 5 is minus 10, and then we just need to put the y on the end, and we're done. Okay, and with the third one here, it's tripling, or some people say trebling. So we've got 3 lots of the thing which is inside the bracket. So basically, 3 lots of this thing inside. Well, we could do that as y minus 1 and y minus 1, 2y minus 1, and 2y minus 1. So it's all of this added together, which you can see is going to give you 6 y's. And when we put all of the minus 1's together, we get a total of minus 3. But of course, that's going to take quite a while, so we don't do it like that. We just say 3 times by 2y gives us 6y, and 3 times by minus 1 gives us minus 3, and we're done. That's all we need to do. We don't need to end up with a final numerical answer. We are done with this. Okay, well, let's make things a little bit more challenging now. So let's just look through this Corbett Maths exercise here, and let's get to something where we've got a letter on the outside and a letter on the inside as well. Okay, well, those ones are pretty challenging. So let's go to, that one's a good one. Number 9 is good there. So a and then a minus 9. Let's take that. Okay, let's take that one. Okay, so let's do this one. It says expand this, or another way of saying this is multiply out the brackets. So we're doing here a and then a minus 9. So A also just represents a number, just like X, just like N, just like Y, just like Z. You know, those are commonly used numbers. And my 9 looks a bit like an A there, so I'm just going to rewrite that one. Okay, so same thing. We're going to do A times A, which is a, well, a lot of people do this. They say 2A. It's not 2A. A times A, like doing 5 times 5. 25 is 5 squared. A times A is A squared. But A squared, and then let's change color. Then we've got A times by minus 9. Remember, there's a hidden times in there. And that's going to give us minus 9A. Okay, again, there's kind of a hidden times there as well. I'm just doing minus 9 times by A there. Okay, and that's the final answer. That is done. We've got now A squared minus 9A. Okay, well, let's just make things a little bit trickier. I saw some harder ones there as well. So let's really ramp it up a bit. Let's do 2x squared. And inside the brackets, I'm going to do 5 minus 3x. Okay, so we're really making it much more complicated now. So let's do first, we're going to do this thing here, the 2x squared times by the 5, and then times by the minus 3x. Okay, now when we do 2x squared times by 5, we could rearrange that into 2 times 5 times x squared. In other words, we can kind of open it up by putting that times back and then rearranging this to put the 5 at the front. You know, when we do mathematics, when we do multiplication, if I did 1 times 2 times 3, that's the same as me doing 2 times 1 times 3. It doesn't matter about the order. It always gives us the same answer with multiplication. Okay, so I can do the 2 times, let's see if I can get it back. There we go. So 2 times by 5 is 10. And then x squared times by, well, there's no x there, so we'll just leave that as x squared. Okay, and for the next one, when we're going to times the thing on the outside by 3x, I can automatically put in my minus sign, put a minus there, minus there. So 2 times by 3 is 6, and x squared times by x squared times by x, well, I can combine that, say, well, that's x cubed. Okay, if I did, for example, let's try that one out. So say, for example, I did, here we go. If I said 5 squared times 5, that would be the same as me saying 5 times 5, that's 5 squared, and then times by 5 again. So that's 5 cubed. Okay, so I'm doing the same here. I'm doing x squared times by x gives me x cubed. Okay, and the line which you see here is your final answer. That's good. That's done. That's super. And we're done on that one. Maybe let's just make things a little bit harder again. See if we can make it as hard as possible. So this time I'm going to do 7xy cubed 3 yz minus 6. This is fiendish. This is horrible. And let's do x squared there. Okay. I mean, this is horrible. I'm not sure what that would mean at all. But now, if we do that, we're going to do this times this, first one, and then this times this, second one. Okay, so we look at the first one. 7 times 3 is 21. Oh, by the way, if you want to stop this and then just have a go at it, and feel free, and then just unpause it again, of course, to watch it. Now we've got x and no x's here. So I'm going to put just one x there. I'm going to do y cubed times by y, 4. And then I've got a z, there are no z's here. So that leaves me with one z there. I'm going to do the takeaway again. And then 7 times by 6 is 42. X times by x squared gives us x cubed. And then we've got y cubed and no y cubes there, or y's rather. So we've just got y cubed there. So that's the final answer in this case. That's as hard as it's going to get with multiplying out single sets of brackets. Okay, guys, well, thanks for listening. And that's the first part. In the second part, I'm going to start dealing with multiplying out double brackets.